What's good, Wolfpack? So today I just wanted to come to you guys about a serious note, or on a serious note. Um, I, in lieu of everything that's been going on with George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, with all the protesting and everything that's been going on, I reached out to a few mothers, um, mainly mothers who have sons, as well as mothers of girls as well. Because for me personally, after seeing the video, he called out for his mom. And to me, that was very important. It was very sentimental. It had a lot of power behind it. I felt that. I'm a mother. I have 3 girls. I don't have any boys, but I have a brother. I have cousins. I have a husband who is someone's son, and it kind of hit home. It kind of resonated, and it kind of showed me how much in that moment he was scared, and that was the only person he felt could help him. I, as a mother, felt that call. So I did reach out to a few, like I said, mothers, and some of them did video for me, which I will be including in this video. Some of them didn't necessarily want to have their face out there, but they did write their thoughts and send them to me. So I'm going to read some of them. So this is from one mom's response. She has a son and a daughter. And she says, you really can't prepare your child for being Black or teaching them how to survive in this world. She said, because a lot of us Black people live in low-class neighborhoods and we're suffering from poverty. She said, so once you survive the hood, then you have to survive the police. She said, and those who make it and survive both are extremely lucky. I taught my daughter to speak up and speak out, always to let her voice be heard. But with my son, it's difficult. He's a little more vocal and he's more likely to speak his mind. So for him, I have to tell him to dial it down. I'm more protective of him. More protective in things that happen in the general world, being out in the public, or even things as jobs. The older he gets, the more I worry. The older he gets, the more knowledge he gains. Knowledge and being a Black male in this world makes him a target, makes him a threat. He's very tall, so his height can be very intimidating for those who are short, and his natural stature. The fact that my son is an African American male and that he is a gay African American male makes him a double threat because he's hated by multiple people. The hate against him, I feel, is very strong. I worry about him all the time, whether he's on public transportation, going to work, coming to see me. It's a constant worry. I always want to make sure he's in a car because I feel like he's a little safer. But there is no way I can fully prepare my son for this world. All I can do is give him everything I can, teach him what I can, and pray that he comes home every night. She says that George Floyd calling out to his mom was the biggest sign. She said, because to me, it felt as if he knew it was over. He knew that was his last. And his mom was the only thing he felt could keep him safe.
Hearing George Floyd call his mom's name when a police officer knelt his knee on his neck, it really hurt me because he really couldn't breathe. He had his knee on that man's neck for 8 minutes. And then, now that I have a son and he's 4 months now, I don't want him to grow up. Because this world is so cruel, the streets are so cruel, police are so cruel to African American men. But I pray every day, and I hold my baby tight every day. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. It has to stop. And it has to stop now. We have to stand together.
She says, my heart broke for him. That's how I felt when I heard him call for his mother. The last thing he could think to save him was his mom. How scared must he have been? How worried and powerless he must have felt. Did he know in that moment that his life was over? My heart broke for him. The movement for equality is extremely important to me. My mother is white, and my father, who just passed away, is black. I have struggled all my life with people making me feel like I had to choose between being a white girl or a ghetto black girl. The only people who didn't make me feel this way was my family. The white side sees no color. The black side sees no color. Seeing those families interact is the perfect example of equality. I grew up realizing that being mixed or biracial is great. I have the best of both worlds, but also the curse of both. It's 2020, and we're still dealing with this. People are beautiful of all colors, love each other, and realize what this is doing to us all. To see this, try to picture if we all keep destroying each other in our communities. I'm raising a young black boy to grow up and be an intelligent, brave, and handsome black man. I am terrified for him. I worry every day about what could happen to him if I'm not around or his father isn't around. Honestly, that goes for both of my children, because I am raising a young black girl to grow up to be a beautiful and strong black woman. We know the definition of a strong black woman, so that goes without saying. My children are my number one priority, and this world we are living in is scary. I never doubt the protection of my kids when I am around, because I got mine. It's when I'm not around that I worry every minute about what someone could do to them or that someone could whisper in their ear. I am always fierce about my children simply because I will not make it if I lost them. If I was recording this, you would see me tearing up right now because I'm tearing up writing it. I feel so sorry for all the children who are being taught that having hatred for people from the start is okay. It's not. And I stand on that. Yes, all lives matter, but only if Black lives matter. It is included in that all lives matter.
I don't think people realize how hard it is to actually raise a son with or without their father being there.
Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. We're in said pad and it ain't here.
My first reaction was, did this man ever have a father figure or a mother figure in his life? And why would he be as cruel as he was being to someone because of the color of his skin?
Did you get anything off it?
No, I just started a diagnosis. Having to go get some snacks anyway.
How is it affecting
You know that someone said he must go to reason, right?
me now with raising three sons? It bothers me. It bothers me a lot because if people would just understand that we all bleed red then this world would be a much better place.
As I mentioned, I don't have a son. I want one. But I do have daughters, and I do fear for them. As I mentioned before, I have a daughter with a disability, which in certain situations can be deadly. Because if the wrong person doesn't take the time to understand the situation and what's going on, what could happen to my child? I want my girls to understand the power in their voice. I want my girls to speak their mind, call out bullshit. I want my girls to know if something is wrong or something does not feel right, speak on it. But I also know on the other side of that, I have to prepare them for sometimes consequences that come with speaking your mind and fighting for what's right. As African Americans, I'm going to say African Americans, as Black Americans, we do get the short end of the stick, from job opportunities, promotions, to neighborhoods we live in. But the good thing that comes out of that is when we put our minds together and when we work together, we are an unstoppable force. I hope that we continue to work together. We continue to fight for equality. We deserve it. We are human beings like everyone else. We cannot continue to be hunted. We cannot continue to be silent. Whatever you do and however you choose to do it, speak up. We need our children to grow and thrive in this world. And that starts with us. So take that energy you felt when you heard George Floyd call for his mother. Take that pain and use it to make sure we are never silenced, to make sure that you do what you can to help get us equality. Speak up. Black lives do matter. We do matter. We are equal. But we have to see it for ourselves first. We have to want it. And we have to work together and strive harder than ever to make sure that we obtain it.
Regarding George Floyd and how I'm feeling as a mother of sons and the protests and whatnot. First, my name is Felicia Clark. I guess I haven't slept too well. I never really sleep well to begin with. And people think because I'm a writer, I don't sleep well. That's not the biggest issue. The biggest thing is that I have a 22-year-old son, a 17-year-old son, and a 15-year-old daughter. And I've never been quite well even when they first started school, all three of them. You know, you worry about discrimination and all that stuff. And I've been through quite a bit with all three of them, where I've had to, you know, step into mom bear mode, and I'm hurt. I'm traumatized as a mother. I am traumatized as a mother. I'm traumatized as a friend. I'm traumatized as a sister, as a cousin. I am really, 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 I'm messed up right now. I've already had my situations with my son sneak out when he was younger, my 22-year-old, or when he was 16, 17 years old. I worried, of course. I worried when he would get, he'll pop off at people or at the cops, whatever, for whatever reason. But he didn't do no different than his white friends, his white counterparts. But because he's black, I found myself really, really shook up. Then my 17-year-old, he tends to run quite a bit. And I've been telling him for the past 5 years, son, don't run. And he's like, okay, I won't knock anybody over. And he's right about that. But the thing is that it's a lot more than knocking somebody over, because running can get you shot. And my daughter, I have to, I let her express herself. She's allowed to express herself, but mistaken as being an angry black woman, and mistaken as being too loud, and so I push the issue of her being outspoken, but I worry, I have a lot of money saved up for bail, but, and even insurance for funeral expenses, and I pray to God for mercy. So when it comes down to these protests, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not against the protesters, the looters, even the ones that are out there rioting, because people are angry. People have stuff to say. People would say, well, if they're angry, they shouldn't tear down our businesses. Fuck your business. Plain and simple, fuck your business. I'm not gonna tear it up, but fuck your business. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. There are numerous cases where, as our businesses, our land, our lives have been stolen. We are walking proof here that we've been stolen. So, I don't care. I don't care. None of this shit is ours anyway. I don't care. And that's the way I feel. Do I like it? No. But I'm tired. I'm a tired mom. I'm a tired black mother. Do I regret having my children? No. Am I sad? Yes. Very sad. Do I see the white babies out there and I'm sad? Yes. Yes. Because they shouldn't do this shit when their parents, grandparents, and you guys have the nerve and should have known better. So, how do I feel? I'm tired. I'm stressed out. I pace the floors middle of the night. Yeah. That's my piece.